tall, so not the biggest barbarian, but I'm jacked.
To hair braids.
We could put our parents in the way.
Once if we put it in 2 braids and then we wrapped it around, and then we gave them the flowers, sticking them, and then what if we did this?
May I have another drink, please?
Yes, you may, Andy Koso.
Put your hands up, it's better!
No. Syrian Roman Constitution, Civic Girls.
Yes, you, I'm gonna fight you.
He's sort of a, you guys know who I am, right?
Yeah. Goggles.
You're
Dr.
Mole?
Robot. Dr. Robot.
What do you do?
Take a moment to try to stop laughing.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one!
Why not? It worked again.
Hating on Batman.
I don't hate Batman, for the record. I hate the fandom of Batman.
Oh, cool. Okay,
That's the
that's
issue.
way more people.
It is. It's a
Dang.
lot of, like, actual human beings.
Were you gonna
You need to rub this crap off your neck and not smell like me. Or a wolf at all. Just start rubbing his neck and just getting like...
I am fairly certain it doesn't matter what I smell like at this point.
To a feline, you have wolf's piss on you.
I'm just gonna point at my feline eyes.
I have some time.
You've just tuned in. We had the brilliant idea while we were fishing at the Dark Moon Festival.
Oh, jeez.
To do a dungeon with fishing poles equipped. Because why not? And so we drank all of the alcohol in our bags, and we equipped our fishing poles and our aquatic pets, and we went to do a dungeon.
I feel like I need to put it up.
So this was the end of our epic tale. What holds for next week as the heroes set sail? We may find more family, we may find where things start. All we know is to follow our heart. So our heroes set forth to pillage and to plunder in the magical continent of wonder. We have one more question, I hope to not blunder. Question for you, dear friends. Do you wonder? Thank you guys. Indigo Connect. Really, Thistle? That's when you choose to jump on me? Really? Hello, everybody! Welcome! Welcome to Indigo Chameleon. It is Thursday night, and it's time for us to get a little lost. Welcome to the Lost Isle. I've missed this group of players so much. We've just been hanging out and chatting and talking. So we've got a few announcements before we get started with tonight's stream. We have an awesome Discord that you can come hang out with us and ask all sorts of fun questions about D&D. And there's an inspiration channel, and there's a play-by post, which Icky has just created a character for, which I'm very excited about. That's super cool. So yes, come and hang out with us on the Discord. We would love to have you join our little club there. We also have a store, a merch store, where you can find the coolest stuff bearing our mascot, Karma. You can get t-shirts, cool hats like the one I'm wearing now, and with brand new designs that are going up all over the place. So please go, and it helps us keep the lights on and helps us do more cool stuff for the channel. Not only do we have that, but we also have a digital store where you can buy the coolest new merch for your digital Twitch avatars. What's that you say, Billy? There's nothing new added in the online store? What? Well, there's a reason for that. Because our prices are crazy. Everything is half off. Mike's Thinking Sack, half off. Neverheart necklaces, half off. One answer to a really important question? Yes, even that is half off. For the whole month of December, the coolest stuff that you find in the digital store that hasn't been snatched up yet, half off. So that's the deal we're doing for December. So all of the cool stuff that you find in the store is half off. It's awesome. So go and check it out. It's also a fun way to just kind of hang out and support the channel. Schedule for this week. Schedule for this week is tomorrow. We actually go back to Neverland. The crew in Neverland, last episode, they discovered what is taking some of the animals that are walking around Neverland. And it turns out there's this large, blobby mass of something that has camped out below Neverland and is slowly taking over the animals of the area. The group has sought a partnership with a group of furbolgs and has summoned them all to a small grove not too far away, and their plans will come to fruition as they attempt to figure out what this mass is and why it's giving birth to mimics and things of that sort. I'm sorry, I have a cat that's freaking out. So yeah, that is what's going on in Neverland. After that, there's nothing going on Saturday. On Sunday, I have just decided there might or might not be a one-shot that is taking place on Sunday, but you'll have to tune in for that if it is. It's going to be a pop-up stream, so come and hang out with us and see that. Boom, when cats attack, part 4. So tune in for that. You may see a pop-up stream on Sunday with a very special one-shot that I've been holding in my back pocket for a little bit of time, and we'll see how it goes. Cats. That's on Sunday. On Monday night, I don't believe there's anything going on. And then on Tuesday, night, we do the season finale, or as kind of the season finale of Wonder. The group has been leading up to this major battle with an arch-lich, the evil queen, as they attempt to protect Alice. I'll go a little peek behind the curtain. I had to have talks with all of them and sit them down and be like, hey, so if you don't walk away from this, what happens? And it's never a conversation I've had to have with every single one of the players, but this one I had to. It's big stakes because the whole season has been leading up to that. So Tuesday is going to be a big episode. The following Tuesday will be epilogues, wrapping up what happened with those who survived, and seeing what happens to those that didn't. So you're going to want to tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun, at least for me. And then Thursday we wrap back around. We wrap back around to the Lost Isle. And I think that's it when it comes to schedule. So, once upon a time on the Lost Isle, the heroes of the Lost Isle were abruptly challenged by the Titanic crashing off the coast of the island. The group immediately was familiar with this scene and the stakes at hand. They did what heroes do. They rushed into action, attempting to save as many people as they could. I encourage everybody to tune in and watch that episode because there were some amazing character moments in that episode. Highlights of the episode do include an individual that seems to have tried to hide his identity, but through some clever spell work from Cass, she was able to discern that he was not all that he appeared to be. There was some children that were saved by Kiara that have deep ties to the Karmaverse that I recommend you go and see a little hint of a backstory there. Unfortunately, and I'm going to go ahead and do this because it seems poetic to do. Unfortunately, during the battle, an individual that the group had encountered before by the name of Captain Randall took a shot with his pistol, and just like that, Crystal was gone. Erased from history. And, oh, thank you. I'll take that back. Get erased from history. So with this one act, Crystal has left the group, and the group now finds themselves in an odd place. They are looking for a new member, and because they need this other member to complete the group. So we cut now to the Lost Isle. After the events of the Titanic and the group finding some sort of respite that night, some of them sleeping on the beach, some of them sleeping back at the hotel, and the inn that they have stayed at countless times, all of you, regardless of where you are, find yourselves awakening and recovering from the injuries that you faced the night before. If you had lost spell slots, you did recover them with that long rest. William, where would you have been? I know some people decided to sleep on the beach, but where would you go?
I went back to my quote-unquote shop, my map room.
Sure. William, so I imagine this is one of those instances, based on the events that happened and your mental state, you fell asleep at your desk. It was one of those, this place is a room of comfort. Once thought a prison, it is now a place that reminds you of you can contain everything in this space. You are awakened to soft knocking at the door as Zalid opens the door after a soft knock. His familiar blue skin you recognize, and he's wearing some golden robes over them.
What time is it?
It is early. Somewhat early.
Well, can I help you with?
You need to find another member today.
Has to be today.
It does, for several reasons. And he tilts a head back as if to see if anyone is standing there. And you don't see anyone standing there, but his eyes dart off to the side, past the doorway. So.
Okay.
Do
you have any options?
We have put out the word, and we have gathered individuals. We have, it's, for lack of a better term, it's an assortment.
Oh, you guys act fast. I didn't expect it so quickly.
Are you kidding?
Yes. No. You know how long I've been sitting here without anybody, and you guys were able to gather this many people, more than a handful?
William, this was before you had the sword in your possession. How many individuals have you met in your travels and your adventures that, given the chance to change time, would jump at the opportunity?
Have they been prepared?
No. They know it is a...
Oh, that's about right. That's about right.
I mean, this was sudden. They've been as prepared as anyone could wish they could be. Just be gentle.
Wait, you're taking people from the island?
There are applicants from the island. There are applicants from other planes of existence. There are applicants beyond that. So, just use your better judgment. You have final say, but I would encourage you to consult your group.
Clearly. I appreciate it.
Just between you and I, the island is about to jump.
I'm sorry, what?
The island is about to jump. Again. It never does it this quickly, but we're not sure if it's if it's what you've all been doing or the stream is getting shorter, but the jumps are coming more frequently. Something is wrong. My theory is the island is working under a defense mechanism.
That's interesting. Okay.
We will talk more.
Yeah, I've
good
got
luck
an
to
idea.
You.
Thank you.
William, Zalid steps forward, and as he does, he claps your hand, and you feel a small piece of paper as he does the palm thing, where he shakes hands with you. And he says,
"Oh, I'm way better at pocketing those."
Yeah.
Than he is.
He's very clumsy with it. He is a mage. He is not. This is not something he's subterfuge. But he claps your hand, and he even does the thing where he like takes both hands and says, "Good luck."
Yes.
And he will, and then turn away and walk out of the room.
Magic buddy. Love it.
Yes, I'm sure you do. And he will.
Wish I had some.
Don't we all? And he will close the door to the study.
Give it a second. Head back over to my desk and like, plant the paper on the desk so that I can.
Sure. The paper says one sentence. It says, "Parts of the island are awakening."
Can I pull down my island map and place that on the back table just for future reference?
Yep. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Oh yeah, that's awesome. 14.
14. You pull out this map and give it a quick cursory glance, and you're looking at it, and I'll say this. William, as you look at it, a la the Marauders map, you're watching ink form on the map. It's one building in particular, the northeast section of the town, a sort of shorter street, but you're watching a building manifest on the map. And it's your map. It's never done any such thing, but a building is starting to manifest. It's hard to distinguish what the letters say, but you watch it as the letters, as if someone is very slowly inking out this building.
All right, I'll slide something over the top of it just so that when I'm not there, it'll be no.
Absolutely. The rest of the group, you are promptly summoned by members of the Mages' Quarter, each of them wearing the distinctive gold robes of the island mages, and each of them ushering you forward to meet William at the auditorium, where you once stood judgment in front of Mordrew and Bobby and Croatoan and things of that sort. As each of you come forward, it is just as William is leaving this space. Before you is a blank black stage with a simple chair sitting under a spotlight. For those of you with any community theater experience, it looks like the most terrifying audition we all had to go through. There is a table set up to house the 1, 2, 3, 4 of you, and you notice that someone's missing from your group.
Did you guys forget to wake him up? The big guy.
It wasn't my turn to watch him this time.
I think it was mine. He probably needs to sleep, though. He looked really sick lately.
Yeah, with all the cold.
Was he in his room? Or...
I forgot to look. I'm sorry. Do you want me to run back and look? I can go.
No. That's what we've got people for that.
Yeah. As William waves a hand, a individual once again wearing the mage quarters robes nods his head and heads off into the town to retrieve your missing group member. That being said, you feel a tap on your shoulder as a familiar face as Mordrew walks in and says, "They're all lined up. Whenever you're ready, just say so. They'll walk out onto the stage and begin. Do you understand?"
Of course.
If you need someone escorted off the stage, you say the code word.
Got it.
What's the code word?
Get off
What
the
are
stage.
we doing here?
William, I will let you talk to them. Whenever you're ready, just say next.
Are we doing a play?
And
No.
with that, Mordrew takes a seat at the back of the audience, giving you a second to explain to your group what exactly is going on.
All right, so the rules are that a team has to have 5 members, and you guys came here with 4, so now there helping fill out the team via an audition.
Why are we just hearing these rules now? I mean, we've already been 2 major things with
Right.
We've been doing
So-
well. I don't know why are we
Yeah.
going to throw something into the mix like this?
Well, Gary is a little unorthodox, as you guys know, and there are certain rules that he likes to bend or even break. So, 1, he wasn't supposed to leave you here by yourselves. 2, you're supposed to have 5 team members. So, we've corrected 1 issue. We're gonna fix the next one. It's not a big issue for you guys. It's another person. It'll be lots of fun. Somebody will be excellent. You'll enjoy them. It'll be fantastic. You'll love it. I'll love it. The person will love it.
Alright.
I don't know.
Can the code word be monkeys and fluffy?
Can we get coffee?
Well, I mean, sure, coffee.
Please. Stop reading all night.
Is there anything else you guys need? Otherwise, we'll just go ahead and begin. If you're ready.
If you're taking orders, take one of those double meat sandwich. I mean, it was pretty dang good sandwich.
Yeah. So, anything else?
Have you done this before? Like, pick people?
I did for my first game. So this is a little different. Whereas you guys get to meet. It's always get off the stage.
Oh.
It's pretty simple.
All right,
All right.
then.
I'm just gonna say critical fail or something. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Ian
Sure.
didn't.
Whatever you guys want. Next.
A very well-dressed individual walks
Muted
on.
next person. I'm sorry, speak up, we can't hear you.
A very well-dressed individual walks on the stage, and you recognize him immediately as being at the Artificers. When you walked in, and he goes, "Hello, my name is Reginald Thomas Kincaid III, and
I vote yes. If anybody else would.
Oh
no. Okay.
It's you all with the comics.
I was gonna bring him back.
I've realized that I have some other things that I should probably take. I'm going to draw myself out of the running. I wish you all nothing but the best.
But you could stay. It's great.
I mean, no. This is fine.
Dude, you just want your comics back? We can give them back.
No, you know what?
They got wet.
They got wet. Oh God. Oh right. I'm going to.
The Titanic was off the shore. Did you miss that?
No. Yes, I must have. That's a perfect.
We were on the boat.
Perfectly valid reason to get comic books wet that didn't belong to you.
So we'll just go with the next.
We'll go with the next. Thank you so much.
Next.
I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
See you later.
Hope we see you
I kind
soon.
of liked him.
I did too. I wanted him right away. He was perfect.
That's a cool name.
Do you think I'd be able to borrow some more
Reginald.
comics from him again?
A lot of
Probably
names,
not.
though.
You probably should.
Next.
them.
I guess they're shy, but we should have the next person. I'm sorry, speak up. We can't hear you.
Headset's not working.
Nope. Is there a button on the back that you push or something? Or I don't know if this guy's competent enough. I don't know.
If I can't hear him, how
He
am I
looks like
supposed
he's
to know what
12,
he's gonna
to
do
be
in a
honest.
fight? He's real quiet.
Still nothing.
I broke it.
Yep.
Oh,
All right.
Hello?
Gotcha.
Hello.
Oh, hey there.
If you don't mind, we're gonna let the team ask you a question each, if that's okay.
Okay,
well,
sure.
first off,
Yeah.
What is he?
I'm a half elf, which is like half an elf and then half not an elf.
What's
Is that
the
your
other
question?
part? No.
How old
How
are you?
old are you?
25?
So he's 12. Cool.
No, 25. It's a lot more.
Okay,
It is a
can
lot
we start
more,
with
buddy.
the name or something?
Oh,
Name,
hey, I'm
name.
Zero. Nice to meet you.
Zero. A pleasure.
Thanks.
So, how do you fight? Or
Oh,
are you good at sneaking or
No,
what's
no,
your
I'm not
thing?
good at sneaking. No, I have
Diplomacy,
like
right?
heavy armor. It makes it really hard. I kind of do a lot of things. Like I do a little magic, and then I do a little fighting. Yeah, that's it.
Sounds exciting.
Kind
What's your
of.
favorite spell?
I like making food and water. Because I can eat that.
That's important.
Well, he's got my vote.
Do I get a vote?
Most certainly.
Oh, cool.
So the name Zero, is that your given name or a chosen name? Where did the
It's
name
kind
Zero
of a
come from?
nickname, actually.
Can you expound a little bit on where did the name Zero come from?
Well, you see, I was part of this group that kind of got names based on like cards, right? And so there'd be like a 2 and a 10 and
like a jack and a king and a
yeah, exactly.
Cool. There's not a 0 in cards, I don't think. I don't really play much, but
There's not, and that's kind of where the nickname came from, because I got kicked out.
Why?
I'm really bad at following directions, apparently.
oh, so you do your own thing. You're kind of like a one-man hero or something.
No, I kind of follow what I'm told, but like I'm bad at it.
Cool.
I've
I
been
get
told
that.
at least.
I relate. Coffee? Anybody?
If we have no more questions,
I think
I don't know what you're supposed to do here, honestly.
oh, you're doing just fine. Don't worry.
Oh,
You've
good.
been fantastic.
Right.
All we're gonna need you to do is now, if you could just hop up, and we're gonna ask for the next person, and we'll let you know.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
We'll call you.
Thank you.
All right.
Don't call us. We'll call you.
Okay, but he can make food and drink.
Well, yes, but they generally burn the bread.
With a flurry of movement, another individual is ushered onto the stage. With the next participant, please go ahead and make their appearance.
Hello there.
Hired.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
So tell us about yourself.
Name, occupation.
You're welcome to call me Enwin. Occupation is it's a little bit up in the air, actually. That's why I'm here. My current engagement is probably going to end in roughly a week or so.
If there were two of you, I would take both of you.
Wait.
What?
I've met him.
Have you?
Yeah.
He was about this big, but yes, I've met him.
I've never been that big. I've always been this big.
But you have.
I haven't, though.
Interesting. Tell
Is that
me
your
more.
familiar?
I'm sorry?
Is that your familiar?
This? Oh, why?
She's cute.
Thank
So
you.
about this
Yeah, good.
other engagement, it's not something that you're beholden to. You could leave at any time. You're free to
well,
move along.
it's about to end, so whether I'd
Gotcha.
like it to or not, it's
If it doesn't end, would you not be able to commit?
well, probably, but who knows?
Interesting.
If I like you better, then I'll be here.
Aha! Excellent. Any questions additionally?
Yeah. What was your most like heroic moment?
My most heroic moment. There are so many. It's hard to choose from, honestly.
Maybe just an example.
Your favorite, then?
My favorite. Well, I did kill a dragon once.
Excuse me?
I
What
killed a
level are
dragon.
you?
Oh, I'm sorry?
Is it a pseudo dragon? What level are you? This seems a little far-fetched.
It was sort of dead already, but we
What?
killed it anyway.
Was it a Dracolich?
No, it was just dead.
An undead dragon, then.
What?
Sort of.
I don't... You seem tricksy.
That's offensive, but alright.
I said tricksy, not tricky.
Fine. Slightly racist, but it's fine.
What's your view on magic?
Well, I'm fine with it. I enjoy it a lot. What's your view on magic?
I wish I had some. Thank you.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's what we're for.
Yes, I know.
Just make a deal with someone. They'll give it to you.
It is just that easy. Unfortunately, they do come with quite entanglements. If there are any other questions?
Well, I have one. Do you have any current enemies that you would be bringing to the table? We kind of have our hands full as it is.
Well, I mean, there's one, but it's just a god of lies. It's fine. He doesn't matter.
So the god of lies, who doesn't matter, is an enemy.
Well, technically, he's the god of stories. He just lies on.
How do you feel about time travel?
I've only done it once, and it was sort of hell. So
I don't think you'd be the right fit for us then.
that's unfortunate, but I understand.
We do this whole time jumping thing a lot.
I don't think this is your fate.
You might be right.
Good luck with the god of lies, though.
I'll keep your number just in case.
That's fine. Give me a call. You know, I won't call you though. So
Yeah. No, I figured as much. Thank you.
I'll send the next one in.
Well, yeah, send the next on your way down. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thanks for your time. He was
that a leaf growing out of his ear?
I don't
I think it's more than
if we
just
ever
leaves.
if we ever like have to
I don't
fight
have
him,
leaves in my hair.
That's what
I
I
hope
said.
we
It's
don't ever
more
have
than
to
just.
fight him.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. That would be terrifying, I think. So if the next
Stepping onto the stage is a giant metallic man. The metallic man is built very large, except for he has a little bit of hair growing on his face in the form of a handlebar mustache. Oh, hello.
Next.
Bonjour, mes amis. I am Bon Voyage. I am the explosives expert. I have heard that
next.
This is fair. This is fair.
I mean, no, that's just me. If you guys have any questions, by all means.
No, this is fair. I will see myself out. Would you like me to take the bombs with me or leave them here?
Please, thank you.
Yes,
I will. I will take the
They
bombs.
look lovely.
Yes. Okay. No bombs for you. No.
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 No. Love the mustache.
All right. I will.
You can take all of them.
I will take all of them, and I will see myself out. He scoops up random black bombs, still with some of them with the fuses lit, and begins to blow them out and walk off stage with them.
All of them.
Do you
even
remember the movie Atlantis?
Yes, that was the guy immediately in my head.
Oh, good, I wasn't the only one.
I don't know if explosives.
Boom! No more Chinese laundry.
All I can remember is a blue wire and a red wire, and I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You went up against a bomb?
Guys, there's someone on the stage.
Oh.
Hold on.
Hello, sir.
Hello. So
Wait,
you
wait,
see
wait.
a
Is
tall
this
man
go
walk
back?
onto the stage, pale skin. He's kind of got black clothes and a hood kind of on. Nice to see you all.
That's
Not
good.
ominous at all.
So
name and occupation.
Oh,
please?
my name is Jimothy Graves, but you can call me Jim. And I am an accountant.
Yeah. And when you're fighting numbers, what class do you play?
Well, I kind of just fight. Like, fight, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Fight,
Like with
bite,
your
you know,
fist?
all the things.
What's your favorite weapon?
My teeth.
Do they like
What-
grow?
Well, yeah. Okay. Full disclosure, I am a vampire.
Oh,
So
There it is.
yeah, it helps with the like needing blood thing if I just suck the blood, you know, and I don't have to worry about like.
Did you have to choose between a lawyer and an accountant, or was it
No,
an
I was an
obvious
accountant
choice?
first, and then I became a vampire.
Okay. That's
Well,
fair.
some might think you were a vampire before.
Well, no, see, I'm 27. Well, I've been 27 for about 50 years, but I'm 27. So I finished college before that. So my career path was set well before becoming a vampire.
okay. And
He's making a joke of your profession being a blood sucking profession.
Oh. No. No, no.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I've heard it for 50 years.
What's your
it
favorite
doesn't get
number?
old. That's a weird question. Accountants don't have favorite numbers.
You love them all equally?
Yes.
Seems fair. Seems fair.
it's very
So-
yeah. That's very.
Have you ever been arrested
I
before?
I don't like the red numbers because that means you're below. But like, the numbers don't matter which ones.
You're into equality.
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
No, you wouldn't.
no,
Can you tell me more about
surplus
that belief?
is usually better than like being dead because then you're not making money either.
So what you're saying is you prefer the black numbers to the red numbers, but you prefer the red to the.
This is going into a weird territory. Are there any non-accountant questions you need, or because if you need me to
Well,
just if you just need me to do your taxes or help evading taxes, I can help you there. But like I thought this was more
Oh.
than just like taxes and accounting questions.
Well, that
You don't
actually
get a
brings
lot
up
of accountants.
a good one. What is your alignment?
I'm pretty mellow. I don't really steer too far one way or the other. I mean, math is math. It's not really like it doesn't really care, you know?
Where do you find your supply of sustenance? What's
Blood banks mostly. They have a lot of blood there.
That's fair.
Yeah. If you get the vans, they don't even have it logged yet sometimes.
Question though, if you were to be transported to a time that didn't have blood banks, what would happen?
Then I'd just find people. I mean that if there's no blood banks, I need blood. It's kind of in the
Fair enough. How often do you bite your friend?
I don't really have friends, so I don't have to worry about that.
Oh.
Oh, excellent. Okay. We'll take your information. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate
Okay,
it.
do you want my business card?
Fantastic. Yes. If you have
Absolutely.
two of them, that would
Two
be
of them.
great.
Oh. There's 4 of you though. Do only 2 of
can you just count the business cards for us?
I'm
Like,
real good at I can see there's 4.
business card. 2 business
This
cards.
is why he does not get a business card.
Sesame
Yeah,
Street's been on
see-
so long.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've heard that joke? Do you know
Right?
how many times I've heard that joke?
Wait,
It's
wait,
not
wait,
funny.
You know.
Every time. Every single I'm taking the business cards. I'm sorry. This is not
Oh,
professional. If you need
it's
accounting work,
understandable.
you can find me, okay?
I
Thank
think
you.
you.
Sorry.
Just
If we
how
could just.
cool would that have been?
Yes, I get the count could count. It would have been interesting. We'll just take the next applicant if we could.
I'm going to need more coffee.
We're going to need more applicants.
This isn't coffee.
Should ask for Bailey's.
Next.
Are we like? Are they all the same level as us? Like,
Yeah. That's all. That's
I would
all like
assume so.
automatically taken care of. Yeah.
So we don't need to worry about then.
Alright.
Okay.
there's somebody.
Could you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Smoke.
And you provide what services?
Mostly information. If you need someone to go missing, I can do that. See?
Yeah, no.
Blackmail, extortion.
Oh.
What can
Interesting.
you get from me?
Provide you with the opportunity to do those things.
I have those opportunities. What else can you give me? If it's
What
to
are you looking
achieve
for?
the
What is it? What
case.
is it you want? What are you wanting to achieve?
Power, mostly.
Oh, I like it.
Friendship?
Powerful friendship.
Friends with power.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a more friends with benefits situation.
Depending on the benefits, yes.
Speaking of, we don't offer dental.
I don't have teeth, so it's fine.
Excellent.
Wait, you don't have to eat?
So smoke actually is an etherborn. If anybody is not familiar with the etherborn, they are the only facial features that they have are glowing eyes. Otherwise, it's like just paper gray skin that just like grows over everything else.
Oh.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Are there?
Well, I guess you don't need the dental.
I don't need the dental.
Additional things that you would require as a member of the team?
I don't think so, no.
Are you okay with travel?
I got here, didn't I?
Are you okay with time jumping?
Sure. I've never done it, but why not?
What's your favorite weapon?
I don't use weapons so much as just suck the life out of my enemies.
Sounds delicious.
Mildly.
Truth or dare?
Truth.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have any questions for us?
I don't think so.
Well, we're going to put you at the top of our list for right now. We have to.
Perfect.
We're kind of obligated to see the rest of them, but you're at the top of our list, so don't go too far.
Don't worry, I won't.
Thank you. Send the next one then, please.
All right.
Thank you.
He's kind of spooky.
That dude's creepy.
Are they floating eyeball?
Yeah. I was trying to be nice. He's not even on our list.
Okay, I just wanted to check because
I just didn't want to die.
I might have peed myself a little.
I thought I smelled something funny.
You guys think beholders have glasses?
Why
Monocles.
Oh. You're right.
11 monocles.
11icles.
So bad.
Is it like on a long chain, like a neck, like a chandelier?
Yeah.
As
Perfect.
smoke leaves the stage, a very tall goblin walks on. The goblin is 7 foot tall, wearing a trench coat, but they're walking somewhat erratically.
It's 2 goblins in 1 trench coat, isn't it?
I'll bet it's 4.
Their arms don't reach the sleeves. The sleeves are just sort of dangling there. But the goblin walks on stage, and this goblin is holding a club that is protruding from the midsection, almost as if the club is being held by their belly button.
Name?
Hi, I'm Ibs.
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 Please have a seat, Ibs.
No thanks.
You know what? Standing is
Standing's
a
the
much
best.
better.
I'm really good at standing.
You
suck,
like standing
you
a
suck
lot.
at standing. Shut up.
I'm sorry. That's awfully rude. We've just met.
No, I wasn't telling you to shut up. I was telling my stomach. Shut up.
Oh, are you
you're
hungry? I can get you some food.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Raw meat.
I'm gonna.
Raw? What's your favorite?
Yeah. Is there any other way to cook it?
Well, yeah, cook it.
I like it raw.
So, real quick, if I were to say, I don't know, try to guess how many people I could get in a cloak, how many people do you think you could get in a cloak?
3. I mean,
What I thought.
1.
Okay. Cass is gonna take her notebook and like scratch something out and then write 3 instead.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 is a pretty good number.
I agree.
If we were going to offer you money, who would we write the check out to?
You hear a
The
small
paycheck.
voice at the bottom of the trench coat go, "Obs! Write it to Obs!" No, Abs! Abs! You'll write it to Abs.
I thought your name was Gibbs.
It is.
Oh. Wait, are you a ventriloquist?
I don't know what that is, so I will
That's really
confidently
cool.
say yes.
Do you have a dummy?
I've got 2 of them.
Oh my gosh, that's really cool. That's like that one comic.
Mm-hmm. But I'm very powerful.
As much as I would love to spend the rest of the evening talking to you, sir,
yes,
I'm just going to have, for the benefit of the team, I can clearly see you're way too powerful for us.
Fair.
And should probably find somebody more on your level.
Okay. Guys, I don't think they bought it. And
It was nice to meet you all.
And the trench coat falls down to 3 gnomes, or 3 goblins all stacked up on top of each other. And you see a female at the very bottom being like, "Hello."
Obs.
Yeah. And that's
Abs and Ibs.
Ibs. Well, we'll get them next time, right? Gotta keep on keeping on.
Keep on. Keep on. Keep it. Yep. Thank you.
And
Good luck.
the 3 of them walk away.
There are just too many options to go with here. Jokes the rest of the evening.
Wait,
I
hold on.
loved abs in the middle.
Yeah, and they wanted to start gobbling up all that raw meat.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yes. Welcome. If you could introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself as well.
All right.
And before you do, can you step away from the microphone a little bit? I can barely see your face.
There's a microphone.
Perfect. Yeah, it's magic. Yeah, you're good.
Oh.
It's
Sorry.
better now. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Robin Darich, and I do music.
Music?
Yes.
What kind?
Mostly the vocal kind, but without the words.
Humming.
No, it's not really humming. It's more complicated. It's better than that. Humming's rubbish. It's much better.
You're a throat singer.
That's an insult. No.
No, okay.
It's complicated rhythm. Okay.
Oh.
Could you maybe
Complicated
demonstrate it for us?
Rhythm. Okay, but I haven't warmed up yet, so just understand.
Well,
that
if
I'm
you
a
need to
little
take a
rusty.
second
Oh
and
no,
warm
it's
up.
fine. I can perform under pressure. It's just you just
Oh,
understand.
well, that's
you
what
know.
we're looking for. Yeah, that's what we're looking
All right.
Huh.
Bam dum da dum dum ba dum dum da 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 dum dum da 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 dum da da dum da dum dum da da dum ba da dum ba da dum da da dum da da dum da da dum da da dum.
Is that your original music?
It's an original. Yes, I thought of it on the spot.
Do
Did I
you
hear
do
you in
covers?
I no, of course not. I do my own music because my music is the best. Let's be honest.
Gotcha. I understand.
Is music your weapon?
It can be. Though I can use a dagger if needed.
Fair.
Are your parents still alive?
That's a very specific question that has a very terrible answer. I never knew my
So it's
parents.
a yes.
So they could be alive. They just left me on the street, so I don't know.
Oh.
Gotcha. Understood.
So, where do you see yourself in 5 levels?
In what?
Yeah, no, me too. I get it. I really do. It's kind of hard out there to just, figure out your path and.
I understand my path. It's music, and then making money on the side.
Oh.
Are you guided by a prophecy?
Am I what now?
Are you guided by a prophecy?
No, I'm guided by myself. I don't need a prophecy.
Excellent. Any other questions?
From me or from? I thought you guys were asking the questions.
From my team here, if they have any
go
additional.
So how did you start with the whole vocalizing non-vocals?
Well, you see, I loved music but couldn't afford an instrument, so I had to improvise.
Do you do drums?
I can do drums. I just prefer not to. When you have a gift, you don't really need anything else, you know?
Perfect. I vote yes, guys. If you feel the same way, let me know.
I think I'm gonna vote.
We should wait to see the other one. Okay.
We are obligated to see everybody.
Right. Okay. I understand. They insist upon seeing the rest of the applicants, but in my book, you're number 1. So if you'll go ahead and send in the next person.
Yeah, of course. I understand this competition, but you've heard me sing, so I'm sure you'll make the right choice.
It struck my heart. Thank you.
It's stuck in my head.
It moved my soul.
No.
Just no.
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 That was a one-man show. We're a group, we're a team.
Right. I agree. Yes.
The music was lovely, sure.
That would have been a cool theme song, though.
Right? I was thinking.
I could turn into a whale and sing you a theme song.
I was just thinking comic relief for the rest of the adventure.
No, don't do that.
Next.
Unfortunately, as you get to this part of the auditions, you make your way through the majority of the adventurers that come. There are many different faces that sort of walk through, all of various and different sort of sizes and makes. You see this a prospect in a changeling woman who seems somewhat sneaky and duplicitous, but you all turn your backs to ask her a question and she is gone.
Fair.
Yeah, you run into all sorts of different individuals, and none of them speak to you or call out to you. At the end of the process, as all of you are...
I'm sorry!
At the end of this process, as all of you are finishing up what you're doing, a familiar face runs onto the stage. It's a face that you have met a couple of times before, maybe once before, as Chris runs out on stage. And he is dressed in his indigo chameleon robes, and he carries with him a familiar box of Krispy Kreme donuts that he seems to always travel with. And as he runs out onto the stage, he goes, wait, you guys haven't finished yet, right? Please tell me you haven't finished.
Chris, you're hired.
No, not me. I'm. Oh, hi.
Yeah,
Hi, Cass. You look nice. The hair looks. Is that new? Is that the new? Did you new? Is there new? It looks new.
I thought you saw that. Hi.
This is adorable.
Anyway, so I'm hoping you're not finished. But
No, we've been waiting for you, Chris. You're the one.
So I found someone in my travels.
I'm so happy for you.
No. I'm available. I'm free all the time. Like, not.
You'd like to join the group then?
Not like free as in time free, but like free if you want to get. If someone wants to get coffee or.
You're not tied down to anything, is what you're saying. No strings on.
Come down here and have a coffee with us.
Yes,
we needed more.
That would be great. I will get some coffee for all of you. However, let me introduce a representative. Really? She's a tabaxi. No, she's not. Let me introduce a representative of our organization, the Indigo Chameleon. And I think you're really gonna like her. Yeah, you can come on out. And Chris jumps off the stage and sits down at the very bottom with you all, conjuring some coffees with him.
Beautiful man.
Who walks onto the stage?
Hi. How are you guys?
Is this happening? Is this happening? Is this happening? Is this happening?
It's been a long time.
It's good. You're a little loud. You don't have to. Just tone it down just a little bit.
I heard you guys were having auditions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I too late?
You're not. Tell us about yourself.
Well, my name's Texas. And I don't know. What do you need to know? I mean, I've been on lots of adventures. And, I mean, I've helped out a lot of people. And I can be awfully convincing of stuff when I need to be.
Do you like
What are you
six
looking for
shooters or something?
Huh?
Are you like six shooters or lassos? Or...
Oh, I don't use guns. Oh, I could, but I've got a mandolin that's far more useful than any sort of gun. I've got song. Song can be pretty useful too. I mean, if you know how to use it right.
Do you hum?
I mean, sometimes in the shower. But I mean, I find that humming on its own isn't necessarily as useful as, using your voice.
Well, we're looking for a very specific fit to this group that they're well-oiled machine as it is now.
Oh, really? Well, Chris was telling me that. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no. What were you saying?
Oh, no, I'm happy to help out with this well-oiled machine in any way I can. Just let me know how I can help.
Chris, what were you talking about?
Adventure? What'd you do?
Chris?
Well, no, I just mentioned that all of you are very strong, capable individuals. However, what might be missing is a little just... gooder talkinger. I'm saying better than sometimes when words come out and they're not the right gooder words, but somebody comes by and they're like, "Hey," and they just have a better way of speaking.
Are you saying we're not eloquent enough?
Yes, thank you. Oh my God. Oh, that's way less awkward. But Texas here has a bit of a folksy charm to her, a little like salt of the earth. And I just thought she might be a good.
So you feel like that we're missing a face to the party, and you're looking to add a face to our party, and that's kind of what you think.
Listen, though she be but little, she be fierce. I'm fierce. I'm tiny, but I'm fierce.
Now have you?
Yes, girl.
Other parties that you've been involved with, other people that you.
Absolutely, but it's all classified.
Oh.
Bye.
Well, I can tell you little bits and pieces, but I can't reveal too much.
Well, is there a reason you're not still with them? And are you a free agent? I mean, what's?
I am part of the Indigos, and when you are part of the Indigos, you go where you're needed, and it seems to be that I might be needed here.
So the Indigos are interested in us?
Well, you guys were a lot of fun to hang out with before, and
Wait, what?
Well, some of you. I mean, I haven't met everyone here, but I've met a couple. You look familiar to me, and I thought that this could be a place where I could fit in a little bit.
Well, we have seen a lot of people today, and we have seen a lot that could fit, definitely won't fit, and couldn't fit anywhere else if they were put in a box in a corner and then piled dirt up on that. Yes.
I see what you mean about the talking thing. That was a little confusing.
Right. So we've seen a lot at this point, and I think maybe I've just been worn down, but I think that you might be able to bring something. But let's just go real quick. Each of you just ask one deep as you can question and make sure there's a right fit for you, and then we'll end back with me, and we'll kind of talk about it. Is that cool?
All right. I got my thinking hat on.
All right. And who would like to start?
Me,
All
please.
right, go ahead.
Texas.
Make it tough.
Can you please tell us about the time you chose to refuse help to someone in your party?
How did you know about that?
Not everything's classified. What can you tell us?
Well, oh my gosh. They told me specifically that they did not want to eat any more cookies that day. And then they went to get the cookie off the plate. And I told them, I said, you should not get that cookie because you've been saying you don't want any more cookies. And I was a little inspiring about it. Yeah, I used a little bit of magic, but I knew that they would thank me in the end. Is that what you were talking about? Were you watching when that happened? How did you know?
I like her.
Who would like to go next? It'll be one of the two of you.
Go ahead.
Do you want me to pick?
I'll go next.
Okay, you go next again. We'll let you
Okay.
have a second question.
Trying to think of a good question. I'm sorry.
I know.
What do you do to your hair to get it so shiny?
Oh my gosh. Well, I actually, okay, so what I've discovered is the anti-wash, which is you anti-wash your hair, meaning you just don't really do anything to it, and all the natural oils just kind of go in, and every once in a while it rains, you gotta dance in the rain, right? You just gotta dance in the rain, because sometimes that's just what you gotta do.
Yeah, that sounds fun, but did you really just say you don't wash your hair?
Well, I mean, sometimes, like, rain and, throw a little soap in the rain and dance out there a little, right?
Okay.
It's a lot
I
of
like
fun.
her.
Gotcha.
I like you too.
If you guys can't think of anything, I'll ask one quick question.
No, I do have a question. Have you
go ahead.
ever been in a situation where you've had to leave somebody behind or lost somebody?
Or pretend like they didn't exist. Sorry.
I think that loss is part of life in lots of different ways. Sometimes it's little loss and sometimes it's big loss. But the best way to honor those who are lost is to keep moving.
So you have lost people before.
I have.
Have you ever abandoned anybody?
I would never abandon somebody on purpose. But that's a little different, isn't it?
It is. And you answered it better than I expected.
Well, thank you.
Kiara?
You're put into a situation where you can save one of your teammates or 10 random people that you don't know. What would you choose?
Well, I don't know. I'm a pretty creative person, and I'm pretty sure I could find a way to try to save everyone. But really, when it comes down to it, it's not about me saving anyone. It's about us. And I think if we put all of our brains together, we can figure out a way to make it right for as many people as possible.
I think we've got. I'll finish this up and just ask you one final question. Then we'll talk about our. If and when you die tomorrow, what will you be remembered? If.
Wait. You said
Or
if
when you
and
die tomorrow.
when.
If or
and
when.
implies that it's going to
If
happen tomorrow.
or when.
Have specific
Sorry.
plans for tomorrow.
I tend to things if or when.
Time is a complicated concept for
Yeah,
us. We tend to jump.
Okay, so we go back in time, but we're definitely dying tomorrow. Is that what he's saying?
Listen, we
No,
all-
it's more hypothetical of
Remember
if you were to die
when you
tomorrow.
first came and Chris mentioned that whole word thing?
Yeah. Have you hypothetically killed everyone in your interviews?
What would you
Some
be
we
remembered
wished we
for?
could.
If by chance tomorrow you were to no longer be among the living, what would you be?
What would I be remembered for? Being the person who showed up to the place where she got killed the next day, probably.
Chris, are we dying tomorrow?
I really feel like this is something you should be a little more upfront about in the interview. Like, hey, by the way, you're going to die tomorrow. Do you really want this job?
We don't know what the past brings, let alone what the future brings. You can't.
Okay, that's
time is
better.
not defined here.
I like her. Maybe she should lead the interview.
Well, they kind of do. I was just finishing it up.
Okay. All right, so I'm not dying tomorrow, or we're uncertain about this?
We're uncertain about everything, to be honest.
Other than your certain but
We're-
impending doom, did you have any questions for us?
Let's be honest. If you are to join us, there's no guarantee that you won't die, or will die. There's just
None of us
there's
have
always
died yet.
yes.
Well, that's good. How many of your party members have died?
No, none. We've
They haven't lost any of their
we
party
have a
members.
perfect record so far.
100% truthful. No one's died.
Okay, so you're holding.
They can say that without impunity. They are 100% telling you the truth.
Okay, well that's good to know. You just happen to have an opening.
Well, there are 4 of us, and we're
Right.
required, by regulations, and there's other things, to have 5 members, and
Which we thought was kind of silly because we're pretty good. We're pretty good.
We kind of blurred the lines a bit on a couple of rules when we arrived, and we've just been trying to get things sorted.
it's definitely a team of not splitting the party.
So you're just trying to get your paperwork.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
just the I's dotted and the T's crossed. Yes.
I can appreciate that. I mean, I'm not gonna have to do any paperwork though, right?
Oh,
no,
well, no, I mean, possibly. There
Well,
could,
I'm not
you never
really
know.
a paperwork person. I'm more of a charm somebody into doing the paperwork for me person. If you
Right.
get
Right. So
Honestly, my teacher senses are tingling here. If paperwork needs done, I can do it. Just throwing it out.
Okay, I'm not the paperwork person. Got it.
Real quick, I'm sorry that we didn't even ask, but what is it that you do?
Oh, well, I mean, I play instruments and I sing and I do a little bit of
No,
magic.
that's gonna be a definite no from me. Anybody else?
You don't enjoy the.
Honestly,
I'm kidding. That's my favorite thing. I love it. Everything about it.
Does he love everything about it?
If you're asking me, of course.
You'll get to know his humor.
His people skills are a bit rusty. Just give him some time.
I love people. I love people.
No.
He loves people. Yay!
Absolutely.
I'm very about people. Motivated by. Well, if you have any question for us, real quick, or anything, okay, no, okay, all right. So we're just gonna end it there, and I think that if just maybe 2 seconds, we could talk to the group and kind of get a thumbs up, thumbs down, or you know what? Let's do it right now. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Here,
thumbs
I'll
up,
just.
thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up. I mean, you
I'll
can,
just.
Shouldn't we talk in private?
do we? I mean, we
Texas,
can we? We could.
Texas walks away from the stage. Chris just sort of eyes open, just in shock and awe at the back and forth that just occurred.
Salt of the earth.
Well, yes. I mean, she is very salt of the earth, though. She's rustically hospitable.
Are we gonna die tomorrow?
No one is going to die tomorrow.
Then why is William saying we're going to die tomorrow?
No,
I'm just saying it's a question. It could happen though. I mean, I'm not saying it will, but it could. It's always a possibility.
Okay, so Reginald was cool, but he's not interested. Zero. The guy
Not the
Edwin.
accountant.
What was his name? Edwin.
Enwin.
Whatever.
Celtic. Ugh.
And then Jimothy, the vampire.
Not the accountant.
Timothy to Grace. I think is that what it was?
Look.
Then there was
Jim was nice.
How do you remember all these people?
Oh, I
They
took
took
notes.
notes.
We were supposed to take notes?
That's what the pen and paper in front of you is for.
Where have you been?
I didn't know we were supposed to take notes.
You can help me ask me.
You glance over at Turk's paper, and you just see various like wolf heads that have been sketched on the paper.
Scooby-Doo.
Like,
And surfboards.
It's Turk dressed up as Shaggy with Wolf as Scooby, standing next to him.
Scooby. I love it. And then there was the guy that was paper, but he didn't seem interested.
Smoke.
He was. He was.
Why are we even
interested.
talking about any of these guys?
Because we have to look.
I liked Chris. I think Chris was.
Chris is awesome. Is he going to keep bringing donuts? Is all that I need to know.
Right?
Chris wouldn't
Add
work with
him.
the group, though. He wouldn't work with the group because he likes Cass, and that would just be really, really awkward on the battlefield.
I don't think that's an awkward. Perfect person to protect Cass. I
Wait,
like
what?
it. Let's go.
I'm still here.
I don't need protection.
I'm still here at the.
I know you are, sweetie.
Chris,
It's okay.
shh. The adults are talking. Shh.
Oh, all
One
right.
second, buddy.
I liked Abs and Ob. What did
Chris
you think
likes
of them?
Cass?
I like
Where have you been?
Ibs was a little pretentious.
Abs was
and
my
for
favorite.
me.
I liked Obs.
Abs was a little on the nose for me as well. But Obs, definitely a solid pillar of the community.
If
And
we're even
not
discussing
Obama.
whichever one had the club, we've got to have abs.
And then there was Robin, the kind of singer. Like, I mean,
Right?
every group
No.
needs a Hummer.
No.
While this
How did you say that with a straight face?
conversation is happening, Chris just gets up and leaves, because it feels so.
Chris, back.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
I'm sorry, Chris. I shouldn't have said it out loud, but I did.
And he just walks away.
Bye. Thanks for the coffee.
Okay. So thumbs up, thumbs down. Who do you, or just say the name you want.
1, 2, 3. Chris.
Smoke.
I was going to say abs, but
Okay.
Okay, we
who
have
said
to do it
Ibs?
again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Texas.
Texas.
oh, I thought we were doing smoke.
You and I were doing smoke. That's what. Yeah, I got it. My bad.
You said Texas. Wait.
Stop.
1, 2, 3.
The only one who made any sense to fit would be Texas.
She was cool, and she
She
can sing.
seemed like the only one that was an actual team player.
That's
What if
true.
she's from Arkansas?
I don't care if
What?
she's from Hawaii. Okay.
She has to be from
She was a
Texas,
team pla-
right?
Does she? She's probably from you.
She could be from Maine. Okay.
From the moon.
All I'm saying is that she seemed like the only one that was a player.
Listen, it's really about what you guys want, and I'm just here to support you and kind of lighten the mood a little bit every once in a while. So, whatever you guys choose, I will support you 1,000%.
What if she's from Wyoming?
And
So
they're
for
not
me,
nice.
it's between.
Can you have your wolf turn into a surfboard so I can smack you with it?
That'd be
You are being very dense
Do you
today.
think he can turn back into a surfboard?
Why, you want to go surfing?
I've
You
been
know-
wanting to surf
no.
since I've been on this stupid island. What are
I
you
could just
talking
use
about?
this. I could just smack you with this.
Okay.
She
For
holds up
me,
her
it's
umbrella.
between Reginald and Texas, but Reginald's not interested.
That would be
Okay.
entirely too many names.
But apparently Chris is.
Chris is interested in you.
That's weird.
I don't.
I
think
like
that's
Texas.
weird.
Okay. Final
If I-
final decisions.
The only one that made any impact.
Texas.
Well, she was also the last one, so that's the one I remember.
You just like her because she was the loudest one.
I remember.
She was the last one.
Well, should that be your decision? Do we want to go with that one? I'll inform them that
Do
we
that
made our
1, 2,
choice.
3 thing again.
Okay, ready? Ready? 1,
Ready.
2, 3.
Texas.
Texas.
Mordrew sighs very loudly from the back.
Wait, you were here the whole time?
From the back where
Where
I.
have you been, Sassy?
And he stands up, stretches his back, and goes, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That was."
We are the best team ever. Yes, I know.
Coffee with us and included yourself in our commentary. I'm sure your sassiness would have been eloquent.
He waves a hand, and Texas is summoned back to the stage.
You can teleport?
Texas, would you like to join this adventuring party?
Well, yeah, I suppose, or I wouldn't have showed up here. I still have a few questions about the dead tomorrow thing, because that's been kind of
great.
We talked to him.
All right.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Now it is time for the trial. I need to know which one of you is the bravest.
What trial?
What? There's a trial?
Turk is the bravest. Which one?
Oh, no, I meant he's not here. Okay.
Which one is the most clever?
Wait.
Well, I'm not a member of the party, so
it counts for you too, William. Which one is the most clever?
Well, then...
Wait, you guys are asking for straight up intellect here?
William is the most clever. Which one is the strongest?
The sleeping apple.
He's not here.
Huh?
Which one of you is the strongest? Kiara, most strong.
Feeling pretty good.
Strongest. Which one of you is the most dexterous?
I mean, I haven't done it in a long time, but
Cass.
probably me.
Which one of you is the most creative?
That's not what he was asking. That's
Texas.
Oh God, we're in trouble.
Great. The trial will begin immediately. With that, Mordrew will take the staff from behind his back. It appears as a small wand. As he flicks the wand outward, it grows into a large black oaken staff. As he does that, he takes the staff and slams it on the stage twice. It's a 1, 2. With that second stab on the stage, with that knock, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of you fall asleep. There's no save. It is just an immediate, quick pass out. When you awaken, you are in a large space. Think almost the size of a high school gym. With that happening, you all wake up in various places. You wake up in order. Yes, William.
Do we still have all of our gear?
No, you do not. William, you are devoid of any gear that you have on you, but you are strapped into a large gun. Think like a gun that you can pivot and turn around, almost like in a X-wing. Do you know what I mean? Or the Millennium Falcon, where you can move the gun around and things of that sort. You're overlooking
a turret-style gun.
A turret-style gun. You're overlooking a large field. Waking up on this large field, this circular field, is Turk. Turk is there, and he has his wolf at his side. Turk, as you look about this large amphitheater, you see 3 entrances spread across the amphitheater. Okay, as Turk wakes up in this field, you also look and see Cass. Cass, who wakes up in this small area as well, but Cass has all of her things with her, but she also has a cloak that is brand new, that you can take the hood and put it on if you so choose. As you do, Cass goes completely invisible.
Guys, do you like my jacket?
Atop a platform, a long walkway that is made of metal, You wake up to find yourself, Kiara. Standing before you is a large cylinder with a red button, and it overlooks the field. So if you were to look straight down, you would see Cass and Turk. Off to the side, you would see William manning a large turret. Texas is on the opposite side of this circular area, but Texas is standing in front of what looks to be like a theremin, one of those things where you wave your hands around and it plays the different sounds and instruments and things of that sort. This is the field that is there. Ryan has hit the nail on the head. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the trial of initiation. You hear Mordrew's voice in your head. In about 60 seconds, through that door are going to come 3 of the nastiest ogres you've ever seen in your entire life. These ogres are big. They are massive. William, can you hear me?
Yes.
William has a gun. Up on the top of that gun, you'll see 3 buttons. You'll see a red button that harms whatever you shoot at. You'll see a green button that will shoot a potion that will heal whatever you shoot at. And you'll see a yellow potion which aggroes whatever you shoot at. The other ogres will attack whatever is in that yellow substance. You have enough to shoot all 3 of those one time. You can use your action to fire, or you can use your action and your bonus action, if you want to burn both, to steady your shot. It will mean you take the shot at advantage. Or you can use your action to fire and your bonus action to fire. Do you understand?
Understood.
All right. That is your job throughout this. Turk, you are below. You will be amidst the ogres. Your job will be not to die.
Do I have anything on me at all? What am I?
You have your weapons. You have everything about you that you would normally have on you. He goes, strapped to the ogres, you will find gems corresponding to the potions that William can fire. They're hanging off at various points. All you have to do is get one of those gems off, and I will load a potion that is red, green, or yellow into William's gun. Does that make sense?
It does.
All right.
Flag football.
The flag football. The only problem is it doesn't count if you're holding it. You have to get it to the dexterous one. You got to get it to Cass. And Cass has 0 armor. You need to reset your armor class as if you are wearing 0 armor, Cass. You have the invisibility cloak, but that is it.
Okay.
Unequip your armor, okay?
Yeah.
Invisible the whole time.
Now, we go up to the top platform where we have Kiara, the strongest. Kiara, when this all starts, those 2 doors at the ends of the plank will open, each sending out an enemy that their only job is to hit that button. If they hit that button, William, Turk, Cass, and Texas will receive a mild electric shock, paralyzing them for 1 round. All you have to do is stop the creatures that come out of that spot from hitting the button.
This is easy. You got this.
And Texas. Texas, it can't be armor. It can't be a weapon. But anything else that you can imagine that you choose to sing about, to talk about, across the theremin will manifest itself in the arena. Do you understand? It cannot
I do.
It cannot be a weapon, and it cannot be armor. But you can use this to assist William. You can use it to assist Kiara. You just have to specify. Spoken word, cantrip, poem, song, whatever you do. Do you understand?
Yes.
Your mission is not to die. This is to emphasize teamwork and see how well you all work together.
The things that are coming through the top thing, did he tell us what's going to be coming through there? Or we just know there's ogres down below?
Nope.
Okay.
Any questions?
Do I have my gear?
Kiara, you have all of your gear. Cass, you have all of your gear except your armor. Turk, you have all of your gear. William, you don't. You have your weapons and things of that sort, but I need to establish that you are strapped in tight to this gun. So it's going to take a little bit to break out of the straps of this gun. Should you choose to break the game. Okay?
I see you've prepared for this.
Yes. Texas, you are. There is a thick pane of glass separating you from the group and down below where everyone is. William, the same thick pane of glass is there with a small opening to accommodate the barrel of the gun. Yes.
Not that anybody's ever tried this before, but what happened the last time that somebody just destroyed the button?
Great question. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Everybody?
Yep.
Oh god.
I had another question though.
I'm going to roll for the ogres.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
Okay.
That was in that 20 crud.
20 to 25.
Shoot.
Texas.
That's the 23.
Texas at the top. 20 to 15.
Going first is great.
I have to think faster.
18.
Turk, 18. Kiara, what did you get?
16.
All right, so Turk.
I had 18 as well.
Who wants to go first, William or Turk?
Turk, you can go first.
Okay.
Turk is going first. Texas is dropping herself in the initiative order.
No, I'm not. I'm okay. I got
All right,
this. I
you
got this.
Texas, Turk, William. Here we go. Texas, Turk, William, Kiara, Cass.
Cass is still a little confused about how she's invisible right now. She got a 7.
She got a 7. So Cass is going after the ogres.
Oh shit.
Wolf is at 10.
All right. And Wolf is at 10.
Cass is doing that thing where she's like kind of half taking it off and putting it back on. Taking it back off.
Yep.
Does she appear and disappear each time she does this?
She does. That being said, the game begins. Texas, you are up first in the initiative order.
Okay, so the only baddies I see on the floor are ogres, right?
You do not see the ogres yet. There are 3 very
I just
large
know that
doors.
there's going to be some coming to the middle of the floor.
Correct.
Okay. I strike a note on the theremin and say, "Oh, give me a home where my new friends all roam, where the beer and adventurers say, hey, there's beer on the floor, and those ogres want more, so they'll drink and they'll let us all play."
All right. 3 very large flagons of beer manifest. The magic of the theremin taking them, and so they are on the floor. Very good, Texas. Turk, it is your turn.
I am actually going to be communicating with Wolf, and we're going to go grab one of those flagons of beer.
Got it.
I'm just kidding. He's heading over to one of the doors and is going to stand and
press
hold
up
his
against
action.
it, or like just like in front of it.
Off to the side of one
Off
of them.
to the side of one.
Kind
William.
of hiding there off to the side and is holding his action until one comes out.
Yep. William.
Intending to grab the gem.
You're holding your action. All right.
There is nothing on the field immediately. Correct?
Not as of yet.
Just beer.
I will hold my attack action, or that's the red button. Right?
Yes.
I will prepare
Kiara.
the red button.
Kiara is oh man.
I'll say this, Kiara. I'll make things a little easier. The door at the far left of the platform that you are on slides open, and out walks an automaton. He looks to be of not as large as a warforged, but still is sort of stumbling forward ever slowly towards that button. And it is just the left side of the platform. There's 30 feet of distance between him and the button, and there's another 30 from the button to the other door.
Okay, I am. Kiara would cast. She would cast Create Bonfire. Near his feet.
Okay. Yeah, a bonfire. Bonfire lights up beneath this automaton, and you see the fire start to melt through some of the hinges that prevent it from moving forward. What is the save on bonfire?
Dex save 14, please.
14. It fails its save, and takes a bit of damage as.
That's 12 points of damage.
Yep, the automaton. The fire is too much, and it crumbles to the ground in front. As it crumbles to the ground, the minute it does, the door on the opposite side opens up, and another one steps out. That is your turn. The ogres. The 3 doors open. Exiting out in front of you, Turk, is a very large blue ogre. He steps out. He's got like large meaty fist, and he's got a belt with these jewels strapped to him. Out of the other door opposite you is an extra large purple ogre. Looks to be indigo and just like built heavy. And he has gems around his head like a crown. And then out of the third door comes the smallest little ogre you've ever seen. He's just frantically running about the space. He almost looks like a goblin that they painted gold. And this one you can't see any gems on his person. So they must be somewhere that you can't see. And they're all wearing loincloths. But this little gold one just goes running about the space like chittering its teeth. The large blue one and the extra large purple come out, and they both start making their way towards the flagons of beer at the center of the arena. Would you like to shoot one, Turk?
Actually, can I reach the gems that are there?
You can certainly try. Give me
is there a yellow gem there that I can make an attempt for?
There absolutely is. Give me a sleight of hand or a dexterity check.
Let's see. It all comes out the same. Jeez. 7.
Ooh, with the 7, you reach out and you lovingly slap this thing's butt as it walks by, trying to grab one of the gems. And before it reaches the flagon of beer, it turns around and just sort of looks down at where you are. And it's going to end its turn not at the center of the arena, but staring down at you.
Okay.
That is your turn. William, would you like to shoot with your held action?
The one that turned and stopped at what color was that one?
The one that turned and stopped is the large blue one. It's staring right at Turk.
The blue one. Okay. I will go ahead and take a shot at that.
All right, give me a D20. If you are proficient with ranged weaponry, you can add your proficiency modifier to this. You should have a ranged attack skill on there. This is the ogre's turn. Wolf is going to go up next.
Does a 16?
A 16 just hits as this poison. I need you to go ahead and roll me 10d6, William.
That's a lot of damage.
While you are rolling that, what do you want Wolf to do, Turk?
Actually, is going to be harrying this guy around his legs and everything, giving me doing a help action for us.
Got it. He's going to help you with the next attack against him. Your attack or the next attack against?
Actually, the next attack against is what it would probably be.
Cass.
34.
34 points of damage. And he screams out as this acidic poison. You are now currently out of the red potion in the gun. Cass.
Is going to head to somewhere within about 30-ish feet of the first one in a dash.
Okay.
And then preserve half of the time to make a dash to the other side. And as she's going to dig in her backpack and pull out a very small, kind of looks like an e-cigarette thing.
Okay.
And drop something on the ground in one spot, and then drop something on the ground in the other spot, and they're wireless earbuds.
Okay, wireless earbuds, dropped in both spots. That's your action and your movement to dash, and drop those things. Okay, so that's your turn. Got it. That's Cass's turn. As we get to Cass's turn, at the end of her turn, the automaton walks 15 feet down the gangway from the right door, and as he gets 15 feet in, the other door opens, and another automaton walks out. So you've got one 15 feet away from the button and one 30 feet away from on the other side. Got it, Kiara?
Got it.
Okay. Texas, your turn. Texas, you are muted.
Okay, so we've got 3 ogres on the bottom.
3 ogres.
That are around the beer.
Yep.
And then
nope. One ogre has gone to the beer. The smallest ogre is also kind of like sipping at it, but going like real quick. And I'm thinking this is canon. It's just Ab painted gold.
I love that so much. Thank you, T.E. Graves.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up at the automaton, and I'm going to, or one of them, and I'm gonna cast a vicious mockery, and I'm gonna say, hey, what's an automaton's favorite kind of music? Heavy metal.
Yeah, you know what? It definitely fails its save on that one. And tell me about vicious mockery. What happens?
Oh shoot, crud! I misremembered. It wasn't vicious mockery. Yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm good. Insult placed with subtle enchantments. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw of 16. It takes 1d4 psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its turn.
Go ahead and roll your d4.
So that is a 3.
3. It takes 3 points of psychic damage as it goes, that's not my favorite type of music. But continues.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I messed up because we are over 5th level, aren't we? So it's actually 2d4. I messed up. So it's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Sorry.
It looks very weakened, but it still continues its trek slowly towards the button. That is your turn, Texas. All right. Texas's turn. Next up is Turk.
I'm dashing around underneath this guy. I'm gonna dodge, and I'm grabbing a yellow gem from it.
Okay. You're going to use your turn to do that. You're going to stay within combat with this particular ogre, and you're going to just do another dexterity check or sleight of hand to see if you can yank this gem that's waving in front of your face. Give me another dex check or sleight of hand.
I'm going to send a message to our gunner up there. That's an 18.
18. Yep. Very easily, Turk. You reach forward and grab the gem in your hand.
And if I can, I'd like to pass that on to Wolf and have him take it to Cass, since I don't really see her.
You reach down and put the gem in Wolf's mouth, and you're like, ha ha, oh, hey, buddy, as you turn around and look straight at this thing. Good move, Turk. The automaton, it's going to move 15 feet.
Which one?
The automaton that was 15 feet, so the one on the right side, it's going to reach 30 feet, but Kiara, you're standing in front, preventing it from doing that. And the other one is going to move.
It went through my bonfire, right?
No, this is on the other side.
Oh, the other one went first?
The first one melted, I thought.
The first
one melted, and then we had 15, and then we had 30.
That just opened up. So 15 is going to move another 15 feet.
Okay.
But you're standing in front of it. It cannot reach the button.
Yep.
And so the one on the left is going to move the 15. So he gets a little closer, but the other one gets right up on you. Okay?
Okay.
And the one that moved to just 15 is now in fire, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So he's got to make a dex save. He fails that dex save. What is the damage on that?
It is 2d8. That is 10 points of damage.
He falls to the ground, joining his other robot friend. As you see the fire starting to get smothered a little bit by the growing pile of automaton bodies. That is your turn, William.
Okay, so How close are the other two or the other two goblins, or the other two?
They are clumped at the
combatants?
beginning, very close together at the center of the arena.
Okay. I to hit the biggest one that's there.
The extra large purple one.
Yeah, the purple one with the yellow aggro goo.
Are you using your bonus action to take advantage on this shot?
Yes, to hit him directly.
Perfect. All right. Give me a shot at disadvantage or at advantage.
All right. So, and that's a range shot, right?
Range shot.
All right, that would be 18.
18 hits. He's splattered with this yellow potion, and as he's splattered with the yellow potion, you watch as Ab looks up angrily and just jumps at this thing's face and starts clawing at the thing's face, raking into it. This thing falls backwards, spilling the beer all over itself as Ab is turned into this vicious little monster. With that being said, however, the other ogre is somewhat separated from this aggro potion. It's got to be within a certain range. He turns to Turk and just... that is a 22 against your AC?
Barely.
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 Okay. So this is barely going to hit then. He does... He does 19 points of bludgeoning damage as he brings a meaty hand and just goes smack. And you guys watch as Turk, boom, boom, hits the wall. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can stay on your feet.
Oh, +6 on the saving throw. That'll be a 14.
14 just makes it. He hits the wall, and Turk does one of those like three-point superhero landings as he gets right down there, barely standing up on his feet. But Turk is still standing. Wolf goes running over, immediately leaving this area. This thing is going to take a swipe at Wolf, but he's going to miss as his hand just misses as Wolf goes running towards Cass. Are you still invisible at this point?
Yes, but he's smelled me before.
I'm going to give him a perception check at advantage with the smell. He goes over to where you are and drops a yellow gem in front of you.
How close in front?
Like,
could I theoretically just pull
it's
it
your
into
turn,
underneath
Cass.
my foot?
Yeah.
I didn't go yet.
Oh,
sorry.
Kiara, you're right. It is your turn. You were actually supposed to go a little bit earlier. So as Wolf drops the gem in front of you, it is your turn, Kiara.
Okay. Kiara is going to cast Wind Blades.
Okay. Is Wind Blades concentration?
Wind Blades is not concentration.
Interesting. All right, tell me about Wind Blades.
It's one of the few spells that I have that are not concentration. Wind Blades, you're able to form 2 daggers made from the wind itself, which you can then throw at any target within range, which can be one target or several. You make a ranged spell attack for each dagger. On a hit, the dagger deals 1d6 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Into it. All right, let's go ahead.
Right. I'm gonna just cast it at first level, so it is just the 2 daggers.
That fly out against this one that's walking down towards you.
Yeah, it's in my face. Okay, that's not bad. What is hit on?
Now this is a ranged attack, correct?
Yes.
And you are doing this against the one that's right up in your grill?
Yes.
So this is going to be a disadvantage.
Yeah, the range is 60 feet / 5 feet.
Okay, if the range is 5 feet, I'd say that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just maintain that.
60 long and 5 short.
Got you.
All right, so wow. Okay. 23 on the first one.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And 15 on the second one.
15 does not, but the 23 does.
23 does, and so that's 1d6. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was rolling the right dice. That is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. He's still standing At this point, as one of the daggers like slides into him, on his next turn, he's going to see if he can make his way past you. That is your action. You doing anything with your bonus action?
Bonus action. I have 2-weapon fighting, so could I theoretically just bop them with my staff?
I don't know if you're able to cast a spell and initiate 2-weapon fighting. I believe that's if you take the attack action and you.
Okay, I mean, I can always just do an unarmed strike.
An unarmed strike, I would be okay with. It's almost as if you're like, you're just instinctively reaching out.
I love how I'm the one that was put in the strong position, and I have a -1.
I don't think that's gonna do any damage on your unarmed.
Yeah, it's not gonna do any damage. I just looked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't really do anything.
Okay. You hunker down.
Yeah,
You're hunkered.
There.
You're ready. You're into it. Okay. Cass, your turn.
So the yellow stone has been dropped in front of me by Wolf.
Correct.
And how far away is Turk at this point? He's up
Turk,
against the wall.
Turk is against the wall. I want to say he's like 40 feet away from you. He's looking a little beat up.
You totally broke up.
Broke
there.
up. Right at the most important part.
He's 40 feet away from you.
Okay.
How do they give me the crystal?
As soon as she touches it, it's loaded into the gun.
Okay, cool.
And I determine the target, or
You don't. You just load in as soon as you touch one of those crystals.
Skin or intent.
First one, then the other.
Meaning, can I pick it up with a glove on, or does it have to be
Yes, you can
flesh?
pick it up with a glove on,
Okay.
as long as you're picking
Cool.
it up.
Cool. All right. So, how close is the near? Never mind. Actually, that's not the important part. We're going to take a running start, kick the gem in front, do a cartwheel from tumbling days because that's normal, and then book it to Turk.
Okay.
With the rest of the action, and
You're
then
gonna
there's
get
a
close.
bonus.
You're gonna get close. Give me an athletics check or an acrobatics for your cartwheel.
Yep. We're gonna go with acrobatics.
Go with acrobatics for your cartwheel.
19.
19. Yeah, you guys watch as Cass just starts doing a little gymnastics routine at the very bottom.
Nope, no one's watching nothing.
No one's watching nothing. They're not seeing anything.
invisible.
The diamond or the stone, as soon as it's kicked by your foot, disappears into the ether, and you see a small potion load into the gun. With that being said,
That was the yellow one, right?
Yellow one. So you have another aggro potion.
Gotcha.
And I have a bonus action left.
You do have a bonus action left. You're 10 feet away.
Okay, damn.
You actually have an action left.
Because all you did was move.
I would say it's a bonus action to kick and cartwheel.
Okay, so I won't make that mistake again because it disappeared when it touched my shoe. So, that's touch. That's ranged.
Texas, you're up next.
Um,
Come on, Cass.
yeah, we're gonna do healing word on Turk because it's within range and he's close enough.
Perfect. Roll me some healing word healing.
We're gonna get another one because that one fell on the floor and it's dark. We have a 4 plus a 6.
I will take it with gratitude.
You heal for 10 points, buddy.
I didn't even see where it comes from, but I'm feeling good.
Why is it plus 6?
Because my spellcasting ability modifier is 6.
It shouldn't be that. What is your spell? It should be your wisdom.
My oh crap! No, I'm definitely looking in the wrong place. I'm so sorry. No, it's a 7.
You got a plus 7?
No. Total.
You said
A 4
7
plus a
total.
3.
Oh, 7 healing. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Way
no,
better.
I was definitely looking in the wrong spot.
No, that's good. That's okay. No worries. So you heal for 7 points, buddy, and it takes a little bit of that
Still
edge
feeling
off.
good.
Still feeling good. The door opens at the end of the hallway as another automaton walks out with the bonfire side of things. But this one is going to give me a contested dex check to see if it can get to that button in time. So dex versus dex.
You're muted.
It's all right. Here we go.
This is just a text check, right? Not a save.
Just a dex check.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's an 18.
He rolled a 17, so he's not able to get past you as you just sort of like shove him backwards as he tries to snake a hand around to the other side and get to it. But another automaton makes his way over from that side and begins to walk forward. Texas, you are up.
So we've got an automaton that's walking right up to the button.
Yes.
That's going to stop that from happening.
Well, right now, she's holding him off. Kiara's holding the robot off, but he's trying to like snake past her and hit the button.
All right, let's manifest something else then. So at the robot that's walking towards her that she's trying to hold off, I'm gonna pluck that theremin again.
Okay.
And oh gosh, 'cause I've got friends in high places where the oil slips and robots fall on their faces. So I got friends in high places.
All right. Where does the oil slick manifest?
Right underneath him. I want him to fall.
Perfect. Kiara and the robot both need to make dexterity saving throws as she is right there next to it. So both of you give me dexterity saving throws.
I thought you were supposed to be helping, not hurting us.
That's a 19.
My best here.
Kiara maintains her.
You should have said it to the one that wasn't coming at her.
As the mechanical man slips, falls, and it's just enough damage falling from the oil to fall and hit the ground hard and shatter into a bunch of pieces. Texas, your turn. Turk, you're up.
If you could have done it by the one with the fire.
Is the blue ogre still focused on me?
The blue ogre, after he smacked you against the wall, is now eyeing the beer and is starting to look over in that direction.
Okay. I'm actually going to head towards the other two ogres that are currently... Do we have any idea how long this potion of aggro lasts?
You have no idea.
Okay. I'm going to head to where I'm on the other side of them.
Okay.
And with my movement, if I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
And going to take a couple shots at the blue ogre with my bow.
Interesting. So you're going to position yourself so that these two are in the middle, but you're going to take pot shots at the blue ogre.
Correct.
Give me
Oh, God.
attack rolls, buddy. It's going to go really well or really not well. I love it.
Either way, it's going to be hilarious.
Oh, jeez. Well, the first attack... that's an 11?
An 11 just misses as that arrow goes flying off to the side, hitting the wall with this twang. Would you like to take a second attack?
Yes, I'm going to take a second attack.
Go for it, Turk.
And I'm going to have to start using a different die. That's going to be a 14.
The other arrow flies past to the other side, but you have gathered his attention as he darts his eyes towards you and begins to take his first halting steps in your direction.
Can I just say that I've got +9 to hit?
Oh, God. Buddy.
My
dude. So sorry. Oof, a doof. With that, one of the automatons is going to walk, and this is the last one that is going to walk into the fire before that fire is completely covered. He's going to make a dex save. He's going to fail his dex save. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage as that automaton falls and 2 come out of the right-hand door.
Oh my gosh, it's like a Hydra.
Just standing at its entrance. They are not moving yet. William.
Okay. The purple one that I hit before.
Yes.
How does he look?
It looks like
he's still being attacked by the other one?
It looks like this tiny ogre is doing a pretty dang good job, but this guy's built strong. He's built tough. The little one is providing a nuisance, but it's not really doing a lot of damage, if that makes sense.
Right. Gotcha. I'm going to shoot the gold one with the yellow goo.
Okay.
So now the purple should attack the gold, and the gold should still be attacking the purple.
Give me an attack roll. Would you like to take this shot at advantage?
Yes. Yes, please.
All right.
Oh, 17?
17 hits. These two things are now covered in this yellow goo, and there is such a ferocity echoing. It almost looks like the Tasmanian devil when he goes into his little little dust cloud. These things are tearing into each other at the moment. That is your turn, William. Kiara.
Okay. I am going to use my action to smack this guy with my staff.
Okay, so when he fell in the oil, that was just the hit points that he did. So right now, you've got a pile of 3 by that bonfire. There's nothing over there, but if you look past you on the right-hand side, right before there's 2 of them just standing 30 feet away. Those are currently the only ones within range at the moment. You can hold an action. You can throw something over there.
I'm going to wild shape.
Do it. What do you wild shape into?
I am going to become a rhinoceros.
Okay. Yep. You guys watch as there's a creaking of metal as the platform was not built for rhinoceros weight. It shifts a tiny bit downward, and you all dart your heads upward to see Kiara has now turned into a giant rhinoceros.
I needed to embody strong, okay? This is the first thing that popped in my head.
Let me hang on. Yep, the bridge holds.
Good. I am going to make sure I am on the right path.
Yep.
Kind of. They're 30 feet down.
Yep. Come on, Kiara.
I'm gonna charge.
All right. With a large rhinoceros yell, you go running towards this open door with the 2 robots right there. Yes, William.
Yep.
What rhinoceros yell sound like?
Do you want to do it, Kiara?
Maybe.
If you do it, I will give you advantage on this attack roll.
Oh, clearly she's doing it.
Oh, definitely.
Something like that.
Somebody
Trying to
please
save my
clip
mic.
that. Please clip that. Yep, take advantage.
A new ringtone. That's what I wanted to be.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's see. Okay, so that's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Well, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so that's 2d8, and then I get an extra 2d8 because I'm charging.
Yep. While you're rolling damage for that, it is the ogre's turn. This ogre sees that you've shot these arrows at him, Turk, and goes running full steam ahead. Unfortunately, when he does, he runs straight into this cluster of these 2 things fighting, and they don't distinguish that he is something different, and all 3 of them start attacking each other in this massive clump at the center. The other 2 attacks land, but Ab crits as she reaches down and just scratches one of these things on the eye, causing it to go blinded for a little bit. As Ab is just a ferocious little golden goblin of fury. Kiara?
32 points of damage.
These robots are obliterated as you run forward, and they just explode as you ran forward. When you do, the automatic door that closes and opens falls, but gets stuck on you and just falls off to the side. So this automatic door is now just broken off its hinge.
In my head, I'm yelling at Sassy Pants for this whole thing.
Yes.
By the way.
Yes. Yeah. You are screaming out, and Mordrew is just going, "Oh God," like he's just, you hear him off in the distance somewhere.
like tallying how much they're gonna have to pay for that door.
Yeah, the door is now broken.
The hole.
And you guys are looking up, and that bridge is starting to buckle a little bit with the rhinoceros on it. Like it's starting to buckle just a bit. That's Kiara's turn. That's the ogre's turn. I will say the large blue one is looking rough. Wolf, what does Wolf do?
Well, he was gonna lead the other ogre, but sounds like he's pretty much in a good spot. He's just gonna
hold his ground.
Hold his ground.
There you go. Cass.
Cass is. Oh God. Okay. So for the very first time in her entire life as a caster, as a brand new baby caster, she's going to run into the fray like a dummy, but not before.
Okay.
Spirit Guardians.
Okay, you cast Spirit Guardians on yourself.
Yeah.
What? And then you just stand in the middle of this fray.
Close-ish, not in the middle. And as they're distracted, if there's time left for small actions to see what's available to grab.
Okay. What is the save on Spirit Guardians? Is it at the beginning of their turn?
You broke up in the middle. I'm sorry.
Is it at the beginning of their turn, Spirit Guardians?
Oh.
I believe it is.
First time of on a turn, yes.
Yep. Okay.
Must make it's a Wisdom 14 at the beginning of the next turn.
Okay, so Turk, you watch as a bunch of little Spirit Guardians manifest as little Nimbus 2000s floating around little owls?
No.
What do they look like?
No, they would be. Oh my God, I'm
Golden
blanking on the word.
snitches, quaffles.
The snitches, yes, the
okay.
snitches.
Little snitches. Little snitches flying around, and as
they're gonna get stitches.
You took it from me. I was waiting patiently for that joke.
However,
Oh, so I'm gonna leave now. Thank you. All right, I can't play anymore.
My work is done here.
they are outlining Cass. Even though she is invisible, they form around the caster, and so standing there is a Cass-shaped void of air with all of these Spirit Guardians flittering around her. Go ahead and give me...
Up to 15 feet, yeah.
Up to 15 feet, yeah. So give me a dex check. Cass, as you try to grab one of the gems that is amidst this fray.
That did not land on anything. 17.
17. Yeah, I will say you're able to grab a red potion.
Okay.
As she does, it disappears from your hand, and William, your gun is loaded. That is your turn. Texas.
Okay, so there are automatons left?
There are no automatons left. The door is stuck on the right side. There is a rhino, and the bridge is starting to buckle. As you go, are there no automatons left? On the far left, that door opens. And
God.
2 step out.
Oh, okay. So the rhino is on top of a bridge, which is starting to buckle.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. So I am going to levitate the rhino, a sentence I never thought I'd say in D&D.
Okay.
Or a sentence that you should have already said in
The
D&D.
bridge stops buckling as the rhino. How do you say anything? Do you just like
breathes a sigh of relief?
Please have a catchphrase.
I don't yet. Give me time. So right now I'm just going to take all of my energy to levitate. I'll play a nice little like bliss bit on the theremin, and I'm going to levitate the rhino, and I don't know if I can move it at all. Rises 20 feet and okay. So at this point, it can move by pushing or pulling against a fixed object.
Now, here's the deal.
Here's the rhino.
The rhino is now going to have to swim through the air in order to get over to that direction. That is your turn, Texas.
Yep.
All right. You are levitating. Turk.
I am going to, using Robin of Locksley's bow, take careful aim. Let me read this again.
You got to take the shot at disadvantage. If you take the shot at disadvantage, then your crit expands, I think, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
And 20. I am in attempt. What I'm looking to do is shoot the crown off of the purple ogre covered in yellow goo.
You're calling the shot.
Calling the shot.
Okay, so this isn't. Okay, you're gonna take you're gonna take disadvantage on this roll, but you're doing that because you're trying to hit something real small.
Yes.
I'll say the rule of cool still applies. Your crit range is from 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Any of those numbers are a crit.
Okay. And I just can't have dismal rolls like I did last time, right?
Right.
It's got to be 2 good rolls.
It's got to be 2 good ones.
17 and 14.
There you go. There you go.
14 plus 9 is going to give me a...
Yeah. So, bad news, you missed the crown. Good news, you hit this thing square in the head. You hit this thing square in the head, and it takes a bunch of damage. Go ahead and roll damage for me, buddy.
Why is it doing this? That's going to be 9 points of damage.
Okay. 9 points of damage.
And I'm taking a second shot. Oh, actually, I also have as Horde Breaker, once on each of my turns. When I make a weapon attack, I can take another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original.
All right. Mosswald just posted in the chat, reads the script. Wait, he gets another shot.
Yes, I do. I'm actually taking 2 arrows and ripping the fletching off one of them just so it will curve slightly. Got them both in the string, pulling back.
Hit it.
And I'm firing again.
All right.
And that's a 15 and a 10, so that'll be a 24 and a 19. One on each of them.
Both of those hit.
So the purple's going to take an additional 4 and... So additional 8 on the purple.
Okay.
And the blue's 8 is going to take 12 points of damage.
The blue one falls. Boom. Hits the ground hard. He is donezo. The large purple one looks like he's still got some life in him. But that's your turn, Turk. The 2 automatons are going to walk the 15 feet down towards this button for their turn. Your butt or your head, whichever one, is still blocking the entrance, and the door is broken, so the other automatons can't get in. So that is your turn. That is the automaton's turn. William, your turn.
So what was the color that just got reloaded? Red, right?
Red.
Red.
Yeah. Okay. Gold's still alive.
Gold is still... Nothing has hurt Gold so far. Like,
All
these
right.
things have just been attacking each other.
All right, so gold's still alive. Purple's looking bad. Look, no, purple. No,
Blue
is
is
looking
dead. Blue is dead. Purple's looking eh.
Okay. I will shoot purple.
Give me an attack roll. Are you doing it at advantage?
Yes.
Do it.
All right. 16.
16 just hits.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll 10d6 for me again, buddy. As you're rolling this, Kiara, it's going to be your turn.
Okay. I have as a rhinoceros 40 feet of movement.
You do.
I'm 20. My
34.
butt is 20 feet up in the air, I guess, because my head is stuck in the door.
Yep.
I didn't think this through.
What's the rhino swimming speed?
Is it different for water and air?
I don't. Hold on, wait. I don't know because
We're overcomplicating things.
My speed is 40 feet.
Just think bulletproof monk, and you can move through the air like you're moving through water.
Believe it.
I'm just trying to see, like, I know that there's not much that I can do with my druid stuff through wild shape, so I'm just trying to see what options I have currently.
The ogre is up next. The ogres.
Okay. Crud. Combat wild shape. Wild shape. That doesn't matter. My attacks count as magical when I'm in combat in wild shape. That's all. But that doesn't matter currently. Okay. I am going to float, try to like swim myself.
Okay.
Closer to the platform.
Give me a strength check as you manage to turn around and you try to push yourself from the wall, flying towards the button.
Am I using my strength or the rhino's?
The rhino strength.
Oh, thank God. $23.
23. You go sailing past. You kick off from the wall and you go flying past. Unfortunately, when you do, you go sailing towards the center of this bridge, which I think is where the button is.
Yep.
So I'm going to give you the hard choice right now. You can either try to pivot and go around the button and go off the bridge but levitating a little bit, or you can crash into the button and then crash into the robots.
I'm going to roll a d6.
Roll a d6.
Alright, evens, I'm going to pivot. Odds, I'm going to crash.
Okay.
It's a 1. I'm crashing.
Yep. There is a crash as the button is disconnected from the bridge entirely as she goes sailing past. The good news is the button gets disconnected and as it's impaled on her horn, and Kiara just goes past and it rams into these two robots who don't see it coming. Unfortunately, that button is out of game. It's out of, like, you don't have to worry about it getting pressed anymore. The bad news is there's just enough juice that everybody gets shocked. So,
Sorry, guys.
William, Turk, Texas, and Cass, you are out of commission for a full round. As a little mild electric shock, as the rhinoceros looks down in regret. But triumph as she's impaled two of the robots on her horn. So you got that going, which is a really good thing.
But we're down, and now it's the ogre's turn.
The spiritual guardians fades. I think as you are sort of zapped into unconsciousness for a round, as you're just sort of stunned in place. You know what? I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep the spirit guardians going. I'll give you some wisdom.
They're like the little Tweety birds that when you get.
Wow. Okay. God.
Did you just 3d8?
No. She's just killing it. My little gold goblin.
They're like the little keys from the first Harry Potter movie. They're kind of floating with the broken wings.
Ab makes her save, but the purple one does not. And takes radiant damage, I believe.
Yep. At 8, 6, 7. Ab takes half. The other one takes full. What's 8, 6, 7, 14, 21?
21.
Are you sure it wasn't 5309?
Wait. Oh, snap. You're right. Cass is too young to know that. I'm not.
With that, Ab is going to jump back, and the ogre is going to reach forward and slap at Cass. This attack is going to be at advantage as...
Now, did that nullify the magic of the cloak?
It did.
Scheisse.
With a meaty palm, it smacks against Cass, doing... It's going to be bad, Cass.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
17, 20...
But are you really?
You just said the word 20.
Oh, I know. 24 points of bludgeoning damage as Cass goes flying backwards. and fails that dex check and just sort of sinks into the wall a little bit.
Like a rag doll, a pink-haired rag doll. What have you done?
Wolf is out.
I'm kidding.
Wolf is out. Cass is out. Texas is out. But 2 automatons come down from the other doorway that is now wide open and start walking towards the button that isn't there, but they're programmed to do that. Turk, nope. William, nope. Kiara, we go back to you.
All right.
Right out, charge the ogres or the other guys.
Actually, no. What happens here is Texas loses concentration on that levitate.
And I hit
the bridge.
The bridge, which is already buckling,
collapses because you're falling from a height now. I think the entire bridge falls down, and like you just hear Mordru going like, "Oh God, no, no!"
In my head, there's a happy dance happening right now.
As this thing lands on a nat 1, this thing lands on the other ogre. As you fall from this height, I'd say you crush the ogre and I can't kill her. I love her too much. Ab just goes, I'm out. Thank you so much. And like Mordru walks onto the stage and it's just like, stop, please, God. Yes, you are
300 adventurers and not one damaged bridge. You guys are terrible.
You won. You're a team. You've passed the trial of initiation. Congratulations. Oh, God.
Angry rhinoceros noises.
You deserve each other.
You, please, just leave. All of you leave. No one group has done this much damage. Oh, God. Do you have anything to say for yourselves?
So we win, right?
I snort.
That's
what
That was a lot of fun.
Wolf is actually Turk is. Does he have control of his faculties again?
Yes.
Does he see Cass?
Yes.
He is headed over to Cass to see how Cass is doing.
Cass waves like 3 fingers in response to Mordru's question and just goes, "Oh."
Blue button fires at her.
As you go, ow, this potion paintball hits you square in the face. You take a point of damage as you are splattered in blue paint, but all of your injuries heal. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Texas, welcome to the crew of the Lost Isle. We are happy to have you.
Until we kill you next time.
As the island shifts ever so slightly, and you all leave the training arena to find yourselves in the mystical world of the future. As the island shifts not backwards in time, but forward to the year 2120. As we get to
in the year 21.
As we get to explore a world of robots, flying cars, and futuristic tech in the next couple of episodes of The Lost Isle. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We love you all. Indigo Connect. Thank you for Austin, and thank you for Magnoth, who stepped up to play some fun characters in our audition tonight. We love you, and hey, get lost. We'll see you next time.